Here's a quick demonstration of how the request forms can now delegate steward assignment to the individual data products rather than having it be part of the request form optionally. So I've got two request forms here. This one does not delegate. This is what you're familiar with, how Immuta works today, where you have the form details with your questions you want to ask, and then you also associate in this request form if you need to have approval or not, and if yet, who the approvers are. So in this case, group managers. So everywhere this request form is used, in this case, it's used in the employee benefits data product, the manager group folks would be the stewards that do the approvals or denials. So the capability we added is, and here's a request form that does delegate. So the capability we added is you can select this instead, delegate to data products. So what that means is this form, its questions can be reused across data products. Right now, it's not linked to any yet. And then the stewards can be configured there. And in that case, if the stewards are customized at the data product level, that means they're not going to be able to edit the form details anymore. Whereas in the prior one, the group managers would have been able to edit the questions since they were like part of the request form. Okay, so let's kind of show this in action. I've got this employee benefits, and its current request form is a form that does not delegate. So you can see that's the group managers in the review flow. Let's go ahead and edit this to a request form that does delegate. So now you can see here, the review flow is delegated to the data product. And if we go to the review flow, whoops, I gotta save this. If we go to the review flow, we have our default governance and managed data product. So you can't basically orphan a data product with no approvers, but you could of course come in here and edit this, and we could change this to users with attribute training security awareness are the ones that are able to approve. And of course, like if I come back here and, I could change this back to the other one. In that case, we see the review flow here is back to group managers, and this one goes away. And the cool thing is, if I come back here and change it back to does delegate and save it, it will remember what we had before, and instead of using the default, go back to training security awareness. That's pretty much the demonstration. Kind of gives you flexibility to assign stewards more granularly if you'd wish, and just reuse the questions across the data products rather than reusing the questions and the stewards across the data. Thanks for watching.